At exactly 1:42 a.m., the emergency phone lines of a small American town lit up. Not with screams. Not with reports of violence. But with the same sentence. Over and over again. "There's a man outside my house. And he knows my name." This wasn't a prank. Because every caller described the same voice. The same words. And the same terrifying detail. When they looked outside, there was no one there. This is a true style mystery. That still has no official explanation. And once you hear how it ends, you'll understand why the town refuses to talk about it. The town was called Briar Ridge. Population just under 4,000. The kind of place where nothing ever happens. Where neighbors know each other's routines. Where silence at night feels normal. Until that night. The first call came from a woman named Laura Bennett. She lived alone in a single-story house near the edge of town. She told dispatch that she had been asleep when a voice spoke directly outside her bedroom window. Not shouting. Not whispering. Just calm. "Laura," the voice said. "I know you're awake." She froze. She hadn't turned on any lights. She hadn't made a sound. But the voice continued. "You always lock the back door first," it said. "Tonight you forgot." Laura grabbed her phone and dialed 911. As she spoke to the dispatcher, the voice kept talking, describing her house, her furniture, her habits, things no stranger should know. And yet, when police arrived minutes later, there was no one outside. No footprints. No disturbed ground. No sign anyone had been there at all. They told her it was probably a prank. Then the second call came in. This time from the opposite side of town. A man named Daniel Ruiz. He said he had been in his garage when a voice spoke from behind him. Not loud. Not threatening. Just familiar. "Daniel," it said. "You still keep the spare key above the door." Daniel spun around. The garage was empty. The door hadn't opened. And yet the voice continued. Moving. Circling him. Without footsteps. Police arrived. Again nothing. Then a third call. Then a fourth. Then a fifth. All within 30 minutes. Different houses. Different streets. Same voice. Same tone. Same pattern. The voice always said the person's name first. Then something personal. Then one final sentence. "I'll see you soon." By 3 a.m. the entire police department was overwhelmed. Officers were sent house to house. They found frightened people. Unlocked doors. Lights on. But no suspect. No evidence. No explanation. And then the voice changed tactics. Instead of speaking outside homes, it started speaking inside. A teenage girl reported hearing it. From the corner of her bedroom. An elderly man heard it. From his hallway. One woman heard it. From the empty passenger seat of her car. While driving. Always the same voice. Male. Neutral. Almost gentle. Never yelling. Never angry. As if it didn't need to be. Police considered mass hysteria. Carbon monoxide. Pranks using speakers. But none of it fit. Because dozens of people, who had never met, described the exact same voice. Same pitch. Same pacing. Same pauses. Then, just before dawn, the calls stopped. The town didn't sleep that night. The next morning, everyone expected to see damage. Broken windows. Graffiti. Signs of intrusion. There were none. Except one thing. Every single person who heard the voice had one thing in common. They had all, unknowingly, been recorded. At the town hall meeting that afternoon, a police technician explained something unsettling. Several residents had smart devices. Phones. Home assistants. Security systems. And on some of those devices, audio files had been saved. Not recordings of the calls. Recordings of the voice. They played one. The room went silent. Because the voice didn't sound human. Not exactly. It spoke perfectly. But there was no breath. No background noise. No room tone. Just voice. Clean. Isolated. As if it didn't exist in the world. And then they noticed something worse. Each recording was slightly different. The longer the night went on, the more natural the voice became. Like it was learning. The recordings ended at exactly 4:17 a.m. All of them. As if something had decided it was finished. Life in Briar Ridge slowly returned to normal. Or at least, it pretended to. No one ever officially moved away because of the voice. But houses went up for sale. People installed locks. Some removed smart devices entirely. For almost a year, nothing happened. Until one night, a man named Evan Morris didn't show up for work. Friends went to his house. His car was there. Lights were on. His phone was on the kitchen table. Still recording. The final audio file lasted 11 seconds. In it, Evan can be heard breathing. Then the voice speaks. Not introducing itself. Not threatening. Just one sentence. You hear me clearly now. Evan was never found. To this day, Briar Ridge officially denies the incident ever happened. No reports. No records. No explanations. But if you talk to locals off the record, they'll tell you something chilling. The voice never said it was outside. Never said it was watching. Never said it was coming. It spoke like it was already there. And sometimes, late at night, when the town is quiet, people swear they hear it again. Not calling names. Not speaking words. Just practicing. Waiting for the next time someone listens long enough to recognize it. If you enjoy stories like this, consider subscribing.